Hi guys, I'm so glad that you can join me again for another lesson together. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to sing a song, and it doesn't matter where you are. I want you to sing along with me. And this one's really easy. It's called Bless the Lord. It's one of my favorites. Let's sing it together, okay? Here we go. Ready to sing. Here it comes. Okay. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Good. Let's sing that again. Done great things. He has done great things. Good. He has done great things. He has done great things. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Real loud. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. He has done great things. He has done great done great things. He has done great things. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord. Here we go. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. One more time, all together. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Good job, guys. Just like last time, I know you sang loud and strong along with me. I could almost feel you from where I was right now. Tonight I wanted to start with playing a guessing game with you. I want you to try to guess what I am. Okay, so put your thinking caps on. Try to do your best guessing even while you're at home. I'll give you a clue. I can hide or I can show myself. What am I? Here's another clue. I am made up of many muscles. No? This is a good one. I am usually wet. Here's another clue. I can hurt people or I can help people. Do you know what I am? I can hurt people or I can help people. Here's another clue. I can be curled. Not yet? This one's really a good one. I can help people taste food. Do you know what I am? All right, last one. I am usually pink. Did you guess it? I'm sure you probably did. We are talking about our Our tongues. That's right, our tongues. Do you know God created each one of us with a tongue? And a tongue is an important part of our body. A tongue helps us to eat our food or to taste delicious things that are sweet or salty. Our tongues can also help us speak or make words. And when our tongues are used to speak and make words, they are very, very powerful. You know, the Bible talks about our tongues as a way to teach us about the power of our words and what we say. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Listen to this verse. It says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who eat it will love it and eat of its fruit." In other words, our words have power of life or death. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been hurt by someone's words? I know I have, by what somebody has said before. Or how about this? Have you ever been helped by someone's words or encouraged by what they have said? I know I have too. You see, this verse is talking about the two powers our tongue or our words can have. They can bring death, and death comes when we use our words or our tongues for saying unkind things or hurting other people. Or our words, our tongue, can have the power to bring life when we use them to speak nicely of other people or encourage them. You know, right now, across the entire planet, there are many, many people spending a lot more time together inside than they're used to. That's our brothers and our sisters, our moms and dads, maybe our aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. A lot of people are working from home who would usually go to a different place to work, or many of you, even right now, are learning from home instead of going to school. And sometimes when we are out of our routine, or when things feel a little different, when maybe we can't go to a park and play on the playground like we're used to, or maybe go to a swimming pool and exercise and play, if we can't do some of the things we're used to doing, you know what can happen? We can get a little cranky. I know that I sure can. And you know what can happen when we get cranky? Our little tiny tongues can be tempted to say unkind things, or to be snappy with one another, our brother or our sister, our grandma, our grandpa, our mom, or our dad. We can speak without thinking about what we're saying, or we can say things that we know we shouldn't say. But you know what? God can help us. God can help us use our tongues and our words, especially in times like these, to say encouraging words. There's another proverb I like. It's in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. By the way, the book of Proverbs in the Bible, it's called the book of wisdom. So boys and girls, if you want to grow in wisdom, you should start reading the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 16 and 24 says this: "Gracious words," or kind words, "are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healthy to the body." Who doesn't like honey? Honey is sweet, it is tasty, it is delicious. It's used to make all kinds of candy. It's maybe in your cereal or your bread to make things sweet. And the Bible verse that we just read says that when we say nice words, when we are encouraging with our words, just like honey is sweet to our taste, kind words are sweet to our hearts and to our mind and our soul. And did you know that you can make people around you, no matter how big you are or how small you are, you can make the people around you feel so special. You can make them feel so good. And here's the best part. You don't need to spend any money. You don't need to go anywhere special. And even though you may want them, you don't need to have any superpowers. All you need is your tiny tongue to make someone feel big or strong or awesome. You could tell your brother, "You know what? You are so fun to be with." Or you can tell your sister, "I really like it when you play with me." Or you can tell your mom, I can't believe you're my mom. I love you. Or your dad. Dad, you are so special to me. And you know what that does? That makes the people you're speaking to feel so encouraged and so loved and so appreciated. It's like honey to their soul. It's sweet to them. Boys and girls, listen. You are much, much bigger and much stronger than you think, because God gave you a tongue that can speak and make words and do so much good. There's a book in the Bible. It's kind of a funny word. It's called Ephesians. Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 29. It says this, to all of us as Christians, as people, don't use yucky talk, but let everything that you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And you know what? Do you know who the most encouraging person in the whole wide world is? Jesus. And do you know what he says about you and me? In Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 3, Jesus says this to you. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Now do me a favor. Put your name there. I have loved you with an everlasting love. He's talking to you. Do you see how Jesus uses his words to encourage you and I? He loves us with an unbreakable, unbendable, unbeatable love. And he tells you all about it in the Bible. This week, your challenge is to use your tiny tongues to make words that encourage people and let them know how special they are. And to help you, to remind you, I have a little project for you, and I think you'll like it. It's pretty easy, but I think it's going to help you remember this. I want you to draw a picture of yourself. And at the top of the page, I want you to write these two words, kind words. And around that picture of yourself, you can write little things that would remind you of how you can speak kindly to other people. I'm going to show you my picture, okay? Now, to be fair, I did not draw this. My wife drew it for me. She's a much better artist. I asked her to help me, and she did, I think, a pretty good job. This is me. She even drew me with a little beard, I think. And she said things, and this is going to remind me, I'm going to put it on my refrigerator this week, that I can say words like, good job, or to my kids, or my family, or my wife, you're so special to me, or I love you, or I'm praying for you. What can you write on your picture? I want you to draw a picture of yourself, and I want you to write kind words on top. And then all around that picture, write down nice things that you know you can say to your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your mailman, your mom and dad. This week, guys, I know God can help you. He gave us tiny tongues that have a big, strong power. Let's use them this week to encourage one another. Thanks so much for listening and for singing. We're going to do another one of these things real soon. God bless you guys.